Ever found yourself wondering about the early signs that a relationship won't last? Love can be a thrilling journey, but it's also riddled with complexities. Just as the excitement of falling in love can sweep you off your feet, it's essential to keep an eye on potential roadblocks that might stand in the way of a lasting bond. Recognizing these signs early on can help navigate the course of your relationship better. Let's dive into the 12 early signs that a relationship may not be destined to last. Starting with the first sign, the relationship is solely about romantic pull. Yes, the sparks are important, but if your relationship is primarily fueled by physical attraction, with few common interests to tether it, the foundation may be weaker than you'd like. This brings us to the second sign, a distinct dislike for each other's friends. If you find yourself unable to mesh with your partner's social circle, it may be an indicator of deeper compatibility issues. The third sign is a tricky one, spending excessive time together. While it's great to enjoy each other's company, too much of a good thing can lead to dependency and erode your sense of self. Lastly, the fourth sign of a potentially short-lived relationship is one-sidedness. If it feels like only one of you is pulling the weight to keep the relationship going, it may not be sustainable in the long run. These first four signs all point to potential issues with compatibility and balance in the relationship. Moving on to the fifth sign, feeling controlled. Relationships should be about balance, not dominance. If your opinions or decisions are constantly overridden, it's a sign of disrespect and imbalance. This can lead to feelings of being controlled, which is not healthy for any relationship. Next, we have the sixth sign, can't be yourself. In a strong relationship, you should feel comfortable being your authentic self. If you find yourself maintaining a first impression persona, it's a clear indication of potential issues down the line. The seventh sign is lack of acceptance. Criticism is part of life, but when it's a constant flow without any feeling of acceptance, it suggests a mismatch in values and expectations. Finally, the eighth sign, frequent arguments. Some conflict is normal in relationships, but constant and volatile conflict, especially early on, indicates potential incompatibility. Signs 5 to 8 suggest issues with respect, acceptance, and conflict resolution. Next up, the ninth sign, lack of trust. Trust is like the glue that holds relationships together. If it's consistently absent, it may be a signal that the relationship won't last. The 10th sign is being mean to others. If your partner's behavior drastically changes when dealing with others, it may be a red flag. Kindness should not be selective, but rather a constant trait. Moving on to the 11th sign, passive aggressiveness. Open and constructive communication is key to a healthy relationship. If your partner often resorts to passive-aggressive behavior instead of direct conversation, it's a sign of potential trouble ahead. Lastly, the 12th sign, timing isn't right. Sometimes, even with mutual feelings, mismatched life stages or priorities can lead to the end of a relationship. These last signs highlight the need for trust, kindness, effective communication, and timing in a successful relationship. So, there you have it, the 12 early signs that a relationship may not last. Let's take a moment to recap. From an overemphasis on romantic attraction without shared interests to an active dislike for each other's friends, these are signs that the foundation of your relationship may be weaker than you think. Excessive time spent together, leading to a loss of individuality, can also be a warning sign. In contrast, a one-sided relationship, where one party is making all the effort, is not sustainable in the long run. Feeling controlled or unable to express your true self are significant red flags, indicating a lack of respect and imbalance. Likewise, enduring constant criticism without feeling accepted can suggest a mismatch in values and expectations. Frequent arguments, particularly early in a relationship, can point towards incompatibility, while a lack of trust can lead to a host of issues down the line. If your partner behaves differently towards others, it may reveal a facade that is cause for concern. Passive aggressiveness, a lack of constructive communication, can be detrimental to the relationship's health. Lastly, the timing. Mismatched life stages or priorities can sometimes overshadow even the strongest of feelings. These are not foolproof, but they do provide some insight into your relationship's dynamics. Remember, no relationship is perfect, but being aware of these signs can help you make informed decisions about your relationship's future.